Hello, good day. Here, as a continuation in the basic operation of indices, we shall be looking at the following questions. We shall look at them to find the unknown in the following. Number one, 2 raised power 2y is equals to 2 raised power 6 minus 1. Now here we can see that this is an equality sign here. So that means they are equivalent, they are already equation now. But all we need to do, since the base are the same, all we need to do, we cancel out the base by saying equate powers. This become 2 raised power. This become the 2 raised power 2y becomes 2y is equals to, on the left of the right hand side, this becomes 6y minus 1. So for us to work here, these are linear equations. We collect like terms by simply moving 2y to the right hand side and minus 1 to the left hand side, and this become 2y minus 2y plus 1 is equals to 6y minus 2 minus 1 plus 1, so that 4y is equals to 1. So 6y minus 2y is 4y, and here what is left is 1. So we divide both sides by 4 because we are finding the value of y that will make both sides of the equation to be the same. So y here is 1 divided by 4. Number 2 questions. Say 3 raised power 1 minus n divide 9 raised power minus 2n is equals to 1 over 9. Here the left hand side here can be expressed as 3 raised power 1 minus n divide 9 raised power minus 2n is equals to 9 raised power minus 1. 1 over 9 can also be expressed as a negative indices. So that the 1 over 9 here, the 9 here can be expressed as 3 square. So 3 square. So 2 times minus 1, this become 3 raised power minus 2. That is 1 over 9. So here, for instance, the 9 raised power minus 2n can also be written as, the 9 here can be written as 2 square, while the 2 here will multiply minus 2n become minus 4n. So this becomes 3 raised power minus 4n. Then so we put it in the equation here and see that this is 3 raised power 1 minus n divide 3 raised power minus 4n is equals to 3 raised power minus 2. So we look at this sign here. This is division sign. The base are the same. That means we're going to subtract the powers. So 3 raised power n, 3 raised power 1 minus n minus, here representing this one, here we have minus 4n is equals to 3 raised power minus 2. So minus times minus here become plus. This become 3 raised power 1 minus n plus 4n is equals to 3 raised power minus 2. So we equate powers. So 3 cancel 3 here. The expression become 1 minus n plus 4n is equals to minus 2. Here equals to 1 minus n plus 4n is 3n. So it becomes 1 plus 3n is equals to minus 2. Now we need to collect like terms by moving plus 1 here to the left hand side by adding minus 1 to both sides. So this becomes 1 minus 1 plus 3n is equals to minus 2 minus 1. So that 3n is equals to minus 3. So to obtain n, we divide both sides by 3. So 3n divided by 3 is equals to minus 3 divided 3. So that n is equals to minus 1. That is for that. Let's look at number 3 question. 5 times 25 raised to the power alpha plus 1 is equals to 125 raised to the power of alpha. Here we need to express 25 as a common base of 5. So 25 the same thing as 5 square, while 125 on the right hand side the same thing as 5 raised to the power of 3. So you multiply 5 into 3 places, it gives 5 raised to the power 3. Okay, now we put it in the equation. So here 5 raised to the power 1. Okay, the 5 here can be written as 5 raised to the power 1 times 5 raised to the power 2 open bracket alpha plus 1 close bracket is equals to 5 raised to the power 3 alpha. So here 2 times alpha is 2 alpha, 2 times 1 is 2. So this becomes 5 raised to the power 1 times 5 raised to the power 2 alpha plus 2 is equals to 5 raised to the power 3 alpha. So here, this is 5 raised to power 1 times 5 raised to power 2 alpha plus 2 is equal to 5 raised to power 3. Here, you do operation here on the left hand side because there's a multiplication sign here and the base are the same. This becomes 5 raised to power 1 plus 2 alpha plus 2. So here 1 plus 2 is 3. This becomes 5 raised to power 3 plus 2 alpha is equal to 5 raised to power 3. All you need to do is to equate the powers. Okay, this becomes 3 plus 2 alpha is equal to 3 alpha. Add minus 2 to both sides. So 3 plus 2 alpha minus 2 alpha is equal to 3 minus alpha minus 2 alpha. So that here alpha is equal to 3. Now let's look at number 4 question here. Number 4 question, 2 raised to power the square root of y is equal to 8 raised to power y. Now for instance, 8 raised to power y can also be written as 2 raised to power 3y. So 8 is 2 raised to power 3. Then you use the power to multiply y, become 3y. Then here we have a 2 raised to power square root of alpha is equal to 2 raised to power 3y. Then you equate powers. So here this becomes the square root of y is equal to 3y. Now to remove this square root, we have to square both sides. So if we square both sides, this become y is equal to, if you square this is 3 times 3 is 9. Y times y is y squared. This becomes y is equal to 9y squared. So you bring y squared, 9y squared to the left hand side. This becomes y minus 9y squared. This is plus, as it's moving to it's crossing this inequality side, become negative. So here, this is a simple quadratic equations, and the common factor here is y. So we bring out y, open bracket, y minus 9, close bracket, equals to 0. Here y is equals to 0, either y is equals to 0 or y minus 9 is equals to 0. So y is equals to 0 or y is equals to 9. That is the answer for that particular question. Let's look at this number 5 question. 9 raised to power 2 alpha minus 1 is divide 27 raised to power alpha plus 1 is equals to 1. So first of all, we express this as 9 raised to power 2 alpha minus 1 divide 27 raised to power alpha plus 1 is equals to 1. Here you can see here our 9 here, we can also express this as 3 square. Okay, so this becomes 3 square, open bracket, 2 alpha minus 1, close bracket. So here 2 times 2 alpha, that give us 4 alpha. 2 times minus 1 give us minus 2. For instance, 27 raised to power alpha plus 1 can also be expressed. 27 raised to power alpha plus 1 can also be expressed as 3 raised to power 3, open bracket, alpha plus 1. This become 3 times alpha is 3 alpha, 3 times 1 is 3. So become 3 raised to power 3 alpha plus 3. So let's now substitute it in the equation. So this becomes 3 raised to power 4 alpha minus 2. Divide 3 raised to power 3 alpha plus 3. Here, the right hand side here, for us to work well here, since we have a common base of 3 here, we can also see this one is 3 raised to power 0. Since 3 raised to power 0 is the same thing as 1 here. Okay, we use 3 raised to power 0 because the common base here is 3. Okay, otherwise we would have used another number as well. So here, this becomes 3 raised to power 4 alpha minus 2. This division sign here means subtraction. This becomes minus times 3 alpha minus 3 alpha minus times minus 3, that becomes minus 3 is equal to 3 raised to power 0. So here 4 alpha minus 3 alpha is equals alpha minus 2 minus 3 equals to minus 5. So here we have a 3 raised to power alpha minus 5 is equals to 3 raised to power 0. Now equate powers. Here alpha minus 0 alpha minus 5 is equals to 0. Here to obtain alpha, we just move minus 5 to the right hand side, and the sign change to positive. So alpha is equals to 5. Please this how to resolve this indices. If you like this video, please help me subscribe. Also hit the notification button. Once similar or good video like this come up, you'll be able to have access to them. Thank you. See you in my next